Hello guys, this is Terry from Genkigamingtv. Just one quick announcement. Please go support and follow me over on twitchtv.com. A link will be down below in the description section, and it's going to be in the comment section. This is if you guys want to see my video game related content. We're eventually going to do Yokai Watch 4. There will be like dedicated schedules. I'm pretty consistent. I've been doing 3 streams a week for about 4 weeks, but prior to that I've streamed on Mixer, but I'm now on Twitch. Announcement over. This episode was fantastic. It showed the growth of Matarou as a character. It also kind of showed us what all was actually going on in the episode. This episode has some layers to it. And when I say layers, there's a higher consistency in how this is set to build people up. And this put in motion the character development of 3 people. Haruki, Hirono, Kuuka, Nanakumo, aka the adorable one. I mean, she is adorable, both in normal form and in this alias form, and Matarou Tamada. This episode itself is titled Boku mo Hiro ni Naretai, or I also want to be a hero, but in layman terms this directly translates to I want to try to be a hero. And this try to be a hero plays a huge role in the development of both Haruki and Matarou. Not so much Kuuka, but Kuuka has development in and around this episode in general. The episode starts off with Kuuka being in the research area. Haruki basically telling her, what are you doing here, transfer student? You shouldn't be here. This club is defunct. And we get a flashback of what all had happened. Kumako being escorted out, and like club members, and those little handcuff things being escorted out. We then scene transition to Matarou and Koma Sandayu. Matarou is drawing Shining Boy. And then Junpei does something that's funny but not funny. He basically blows into Matarou's ears, or into his ear, which is weird. Also, Matarou's drawing makes me think of like the people that do the I want this character in Smash thing, because it's like one of those little drawings. The bond that Matarou and Haruki get is really a solid bond that Matarou actually doesn't have with anyone else from the cast, with the exception of maybe Fubuki. That true bond of camaraderie. And they both want to eventually be heroes. They want to be like the other students and have something extra special about them. And Matarou desperately wants to be a hero and wants Haruki to help him make a watch. Haruki is completely hesitant, and that hesitance comes from the fact that his old club was defunct. Nayu and the White Police are basically after anyone really developing any significant tech or anything to this degree of power. But Kuuka says it's all okay, everything is daijobu. We then transition to Nayu and Uzumizawa Sensei watching Kuuka walk away. Matarou gets this cool yokai watch, which uses like the lens or the focus to focus the sun's energy to transform. I thought that was a nice touch on the watch actually having a watch-like utility, like having that focus to help really set it up. Previously in the series, the focus had been used to look for yokai in general. So, transformation time aside, Matarou is the happiest boy in the entire world. No one else can steal his sunshine. I mean, who would want to steal this sunshine, guys? Look at him. He is so stinking happy. And everyone's shocked that he became a hero. They're also proud of him. And Matarou really wants to be strong, really wants to do what his friends do. And that really plays a big role of the build-up of Matarou's character in and of itself. He tries to do super speed while running past people, and he's like, oh, this might be a fluke, even though he was able to outspeed them. He falls while running upstairs, which that has happened to me a couple of times. We have to admit our faults or our failures. And he races everyone to the desert and is completely out of breath. Couldn't tank a Shishio punch, which I don't think any normal human could. So, yeah. And when he tried to do a spin attack, he vomited into the desert. So, with this all said and done, Matarou's starting to kind of feel... He's still feeling rather Genki or energetic, but you can tell there's a sense of doubt in him that this transformation, like a tiny little insecurity. But then we are met with this new gigantic yokai unreal threat, Kagaku Shoreman. Which, what even is this? I know it's based off of a scientist, but I don't know. Oh, it's Kagaku Shaman. I'm bad, guys, because whoever updated the wiki should have just left it as Shaman, because it would have had a more impactful feel to it. But I'm not picking anything out of their decision-making process. But after Haruki becomes Kagaku Shaman, a battle begins with Shining Boy and Kagaku Shaman. But he doesn't want Junpei and Co. to help, but they end up helping anyways. Wild Boy ends up shooting a shot right in the path of where the shining kick would be, and so Matarou thinks his kick actually worked. And Kagaku Shaman does have Kuuka, so that adds a little bit of a layer of pressure. And I do have to point out, I thought the rooftop was more detailed than before. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm probably wrong, but I thought that there was like benches on it. And some of the action scenes, I don't think you see them. I guess they were just edited out, or are at another part of the rooftop. I'm not nitpicking. But Kagaku's Shaman ends up trapping everyone under beakers, with the exception of Matarou, and then grabs Matarou and begins squeezing the life out of him. And then this Shining Man appears behind Matarou and blasts Kagaku Shaman into oblivion. So this might be a sign of Matarou's powers actually awakening inside him, or it could just be a hoax. But it was a really cool effect. It really gave Matarou a needed power-up that could be a representation of what's really inside of him. And the episode ends, or builds to the end, with Kuuka calling Haruki as Kumako. I mean, she is herself. She just had a growth spurt, but no one seems to notice. I think Ronto partially knows. Like, I think he has an assumption that that might be his friend, but I don't think anyone else has discovered it. But we get a really nice phone call between the two of them. Kuuka basically tells Haruki, you gotta work hard, and you can do science, you can do anything you put your mind to it. You just have to be willing to try, or something along those lines that is designed to light a fire underneath of his backside. But this episode truly ends with our boy Matarou handing the watch to Kuuka and walking away, saying it was fun to try to be a hero, but he realizes that his power is supporting his friends, or something along those direct lines. I mean, my Japanese listening ability isn't perfect, but to me that's how it kind of sounded, that he is happy supporting his friends, but it was nice to try to actually play a role in a battle other than a distraction. Overall, this episode was fantastic. You guys should go watch it. It's over on the Yokai Advisor's Daily Motion. I'll include a link down below. And as always, guys, stay happy, stay motivated, and stay safe. And I'll talk to you guys in the next episode review. Bye bye.